Otherwise it would have been proven false. Who are their proponents? The Quran and Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. It has both these meanings. وَلَا تَكُونُوا أَوَّلَ كَافِرٍ بِهِ. And do not be the first to disbelieve. And see, you should not be the first to disbelieve in them. You knew everything. You were waiting. You were waiting for the last prophet, and you used to pray for him. Allah helped us through the prophet of the end of times and gave us victory against these disbelievers. This will come later in this Surah Baqarah. But now you have become the biggest disbeliever. You have become the biggest enemy. وَلَا تَشْتَرُوا بِإِتِي ثَمَنًا قَلِيلًا. And see, do not sell yourself against my verses at a low price. These are divine verses. You are rejecting them. Why? Because of your status, social values. May there not be a stain on them. These are petty things. They are only the commodity of this world, nothing else. وَإِيَّايَ فَاتَّقُونِ. And you should only fear me. Take my fear. وَلَا تَلْبِسُوا الْحَقَّ بِالْبَاطِلِ وَتَكْتُمُوا الْحَقَّ وَأَنْتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. And do not mix truth with falsehood, and do not hide the truth even though you know it. This has been noted very well. Knowingly or unknowingly, doing it by mistake. That is misguidance, doing it on purpose, recognizing and rejecting the truth. This is inviting Allah's wrath. وَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلْوَةَ وَإِتُوا الزَّكُوةَ. Do namaz and do zakat. وَإِرْكَعُوا مَعَ الرَّكِعِينَ. And do bow with those who bow. First of all, they erased the bow in their prayers. Secondly, he had run out of congregational prayers. أَتَمُرُونَ النَّاسَ بِالْبِرِّ وَتَنْسَوْنَ أَنفُسَكُمْ. Do you teach people to be pious? Do you teach them to be righteous? I say, who is actually addressing them? The Jewish scholars. This verse proves it. Whenever our scholar stands up, he will raise his voice. He will say the most important thing. Most of the time, if you look at their character, it is not at all compatible with what they are saying. The one who is inviting people, he himself is not acting on it. So this is how the character of the Jewish scholars had become. Do you order people to do good and forget yourself? وَأَنْتُمْ تَتْلُونَ الْكِتْبَ أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ. And you are doing all this in the condition that you read the book, you read the Torah. You are the owner of the Torah. Many of our scholars, the scholars of the book, who we say have become like this. They don't change themselves, they try to change the Qur'an. The situation is such that only the body of the Qur'an is left. In its meaning, in its interpretation, in its translation, there are distortions. There are big distortions. The body is left. That is because Allah has taken responsibility for its safety. وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلْوَةِ. And get help from two things, patience and prayer. The word patience here is very valuable, very important. Why do scholars come into existence? When they become the dogs of this world, then they are going to defame the religion. They appear to be religious, but in reality they are being worldly. They have no patience. That's it. With patience and prayer, because you will come on the right path. If a religious scholar criticizes people, why don't their scholars and their saints and Sufis stop them from eating haram and lying? If someone stops them, they will not be seen, they will not be served. If you have patience in this world, then you can say the right thing. And if you have worldly ambitions, then you will have to compromise somewhere. وَإِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ. And this is a very heavy thing, very heavy thing. Generally, the idea is that the earth of this world only goes towards prayer. Prayer is very heavy. The other concept is that the earth of this world only goes towards action. The practice is to be patient in this world, to be at least a little bit biased with the world and its relations, and to speak the truth, come to the field. This is the practice. And then there is prayer, worship, and religion. وَإِنَّهَا لَكَبِيرَةٌ إِلَّا عَلَى الْخَاشِعِينَ. This is certainly a very heavy thing. This attitude is very heavy, and the prayer is also very heavy. Illa ala al-khashi'een, except for those who are afraid, whose hearts have bowed before Allah. Alladhina yadhunnuna annahum mulqu rabbihim, those who believe that they will meet their Lord. As he pointed out in the beginning of Akhirati hum yuqinun, it is right in the hereafter that keeps human surprised in the feel of factuna wa banam ilayhi yarji'una. And those who believe that in the hereafter we will return to Allah.